Hi everyone, this is Scott Yingling with YNG Global. Welcome back for Let's Talk number 10. Today it's going to be about the value. I think it's going to be a subject that may be pretty interesting, something that I think a lot about. The value of your competition to your client base. I think so many people in the martial arts and Krav Maga world are so scared of the other school down the road. They're so worried about stealing students or not getting students, and I think that means that you have to believe in market saturation. So let's talk about that. The value of your competition to your client base. See you in a second. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk episode 10. I'm Scott Yingling with YNG Global. Today let's talk about your competition and how they can benefit your client base. In the world of capitalism, in the world of free market and competition, from what I've seen for the past 30 some odd years in martial arts, everyone's afraid of not getting that one person in the door. Everyone's afraid of the other school on the other side of town stealing away one of my students, and there's not a lot of collaboration going on. The more that we're divided, the more easy it is to fail and to be conquered. Especially with the upcoming financial crisis that's going to be coming. I think that it's going to be coming here within the next 8 months to a year, maybe 2019, early 2020. Okay, so the best way that we can prepare as martial arts schools and practitioners are to be united, to be joined. Okay, me having just one school and then marketing to bring people just into my one school is expensive. Okay, it's less expensive if I do it on social media. Clearly, actually, it's way more productive if I do it on social media because no one is looking at newspapers and banners and flyers and things of that nature anymore. Even if there is a banner or a flyer sitting there, you're not looking at it. You're not looking at the commercial on television. You're looking at your cell phone. So, what's the smartest way to do that, and why is it not counterproductive to maybe market with other schools? Okay, so let's take North Carolina for an example, because I'm from North Carolina. So if you're in Raleigh and you're going to market your school in the Raleigh, Durham, the Goldsboro, Fayetteville, something like that. If you're just going to try to market your school, well then yes, you are kind of competing against everyone else, and you're not able to as effectively market, because maybe your school is here in the Cary area, and your marketing is going to reach somebody that's going to be up here, okay? And they're not going to be able to justify with traffic and things of that nature coming all the way down at rush hour traffic at 6:30 or 7 o'clock to come take your class, when they probably would want to come take your class, okay? But it's going to be more economically and time feasible for them to bring their children or themselves to the school if your partner school, your collaborative partner is right here, okay? So if you guys are now, if you're strategically running your ads, let's say 3 or 4 different schools, maybe it's 4 Taekwondo schools, maybe it's 2 Krav Maga, 1 MMA, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. It really doesn't matter. But if you're going to strategically market to where now this person will go over here, okay? And now we're not looking for this. Then this is my proposition. I'd love to hear what some of you guys out there that have been in the business martial arts schools for years and years and years, because I really feel now that it's not the same thing. What you've done to be successful for the past 20, 30 years in your schools, it's not the same thing now with social media, marketing, all the things that you did in the past to market. Either you're changing or you're losing income right now. I know it has to be true. Okay? So now this person, their ad that they have all run collectively, they're now bringing and they're feeding from all directions with the ads that they collectively ran. Okay, so if you have $1,000 a month budget, to run ads. Okay, you're limited on how many and the extent and where you can run those ads. But if you're putting 4 and 5 and 6 schools together, and now you're putting all of your marketing budgets together to bring people in, of course there needs to be communication to say, okay, someone came in off the ad, so you know that you're doing the right stuff. But there shouldn't be a concern with kickbacks. Okay, if I run the ad, because everyone's putting in the pot equally, and so it doesn't matter if someone comes in over there, someone comes in over there. You just need to collectively communicate to see how many revenue streams, how many students those ads are creating. Okay, so now we're going to go even bigger. Okay, so now let's say, all right, now we're going to run a larger ad. And now we're going to take schools from the Charlotte, the Winston-Salem, the Greenville, Raleigh-Durham, and then my hometown, we'll say Morehead City. And now we're going to run basically statewide ads. Now we're going to put together 15 or 20 or 30 schools, and now we're going to run ads for seminars. Now we're going to run ads for tests, for tournaments. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but on a larger scale. So now we're going to have a statewide tournament, Taekwondo tournament. Well, that's great. Well, at the same time, we can have the Krav Maga guys come in and do a Krav Maga exhibition. At the same time, we can have the apparel guys that put into the ad. They come in, they can sell some stuff. So we're all working together, because as times get more tough and finances start to wither away because we start losing students because their parents and the families can pay less and less because they're having to pay more and more because interest rates are going crazy or whatever. We need to be working together to market ourselves, to be able to get more people in. So I am proposing that your competition now and more and more as the time goes on, as we're going in 2019 and 2020, are not your competition. They are going to be your best friends if all you guys can start communicating, and if all you guys can start working together and putting your money together and find someone that can properly market you on social media, because that is the way of the future for at least the next 4 or 5 years. That is where you're going to get your customers and your new clients. That's where you're going to generate your alternate revenue streams of gear and things of that nature on social media. Okay, so just to reiterate, in a town, everyone gets together, and now you're going to market through a larger marketing fund because you've been able to put money together from all the schools. And for a larger state or even a region area, if we went Virginia, South Carolina, and Tennessee maybe, okay, we can do a tri-state marketing campaign. You put 50 schools together in 3 states, and you run a regional marketing campaign for 3 months. Whatever that marketing campaign can be or is, you guys can figure that out. You do the math. How much more return for your advertising dollar can you get if you're doing it with 15 or 20 other schools? Okay, guys, stop being afraid of the competition. There's no such thing as market saturation. Okay, every kid that gets 18 years old that leaves that gets out of high school and gets out of your school and goes into university, there's 3 more, 4 more, 5 more coming in. It's always going to be like that. There's almost 8 billion people in the world right now. By 2050, there's going to be 10 or 11 billion people in the world. There's always new clients. There's always new customers. If you're not getting in the door, it's only your fault because you are staying too much in the past and you're doing the things that worked before and now they're not working anymore. Okay? Guys, it's just like Gary Vee says, the NBC and the ABC and the CBS of the past, well now that's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay? So start marketing smart and hard. Gary Vee, hashtag Gary Vee to you. He said whether it's smart or hard, no, it's smart and hard. And start talking to the people that aren't your competitors. They're your best friends moving into this new market that's coming. Okay? Guys, I appreciate for having another Let's Talk. I'm Scott Yingling, YNG Global, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed Let's Talk number 10. And this was based around marketing for martial arts schools and Krav Maga. but the social media and the marketing concepts that I'm speaking of can be applied to any business. If you're a physical therapist, if you're a real estate agent, if you're doing anything, communicate and coordinate, collaborate with people in and around your area, and start coming up with creative marketing ideas that you share, that you can share the cost and you can share the benefits as well. Everyone, again, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed bringing this content to you. I hope it helps. I hope it makes you think. And once again, I'm Scott Yingling with YNG Global. We'll keep training, and we'll see you soon.